As if on cue. We talk about dying, the camera dies. Anyhow, you know, my old life as a regular citizen, you know, living in the sticks and bricks and working as a teacher, 9-to-5 type job, you know, normalcy, if you want to call it that, ended. And I found myself in this alternate reality, alternate world. It's a world that I never, ever in a million years imagined myself, you know, being in. I never saw myself living in a van, although I did travel in a van before. You know, I mean, I sort of lived in the van, but I didn't live like I do now, as this is my home right now. So, knowing that I wasn't supposed to even be here right now, you know, talking to you, every moment that I have right now is borrowed time. It is a gift from God directly. And I try to make the most of it, even though, of course, you know, as a human who has to deal with trials, tribulations, ups and downs, joy and sadness, sometimes I do rant, sometimes I do reflect on my own situation, my own frustrations dealing with the state of Florida, Department of Revenue, the IRS, the police, all the stuff normal people, you know, deal with, or regular people, anybody has to deal with. I'm hoping I take the right turn here. But I'm trying to go back to that park by that lake, Tahopa Kalinka, or whatever it is. Because it's nearby to, it's not nearby, but it's close enough to the Orlando VA clinic, or hospital, that at Lake Nona, that I can leave here as it's near time for my appointment. Anyhow, knowing that I'm on borrowed time and that every moment that I am given is actually a gift, I want to try to fill it with goodness, try to fill it with joy, try to fill it with life. And once you understand that, it may help you to understand why, when I was given the opportunity to marry a beautiful woman, even though I'm homeless and living in a van, I took it. I took it despite, you know, my own situation being bad, and being married in this situation to a foreigner is also not exactly easy or good, in the sense that it upped my life and made my lifestyle better, or made me safer. It actually made me more vulnerable to the system. But I trust that whatever happens in our life is as it should be, and that for whatever reason God put my wife into my life, and, you know, we ended up getting married, and that's how we end up in this situation, you know, where some people say, well, Denoy, you're kind of creating this situation, you should be preparing yourself better. You've got this idea that you're already dead and you're on borrowed time, which is wrong, and you should be planning for whatever. My body's falling apart here, you know. I am constantly visiting the clinic. I don't know why the VA works so hard to keep me alive, but they do. Although some new laws have been passed, which is making it so the VA can't do their, you know, help me as much as they used to or want to. But let me open the door here. I am actually at the lake. But anyhow, the VA has been trying to keep me alive, and I've just been going with the flow, you know, because I figure whatever happens, happens. Whatever is meant to be is meant to be. So sometimes I kind of crack up and laugh, because I know the viewers on this channel care about me, and, you know, worry about me, and try to make advice and suggestions and stuff to help me be safer and to be more healthy, because, you know, you suggest things like eating healthy foods and doing all these things which can prolong my life. But the reality is, I'm not so worried about prolonging my life. It's not like I'm in a rush to die or anything like that, but I think that my time is already up and I was supposed to already be gone. And the fact that I'm still here means God still has something for me. And I live for God. I live for whatever that thing, that purpose is in this new life, on this borrowed time. So I'm rambling on and on and on, and I think it's I think I've made my point basically. Just that for me personally, I'm living on borrowed time. So to be here at this lake right now, this is a gift. You know, this shouldn't have happened, and yet I'm here. So no matter what happens, I'm happy. But if you get anything out of this conversation, it is this: you are dying. From the time you are born, you start to age, you start to develop diseases, you start to grow old. Even if you die of nothing but natural causes, old age, you're still dying. Once you realize this, then maybe you'll actually want to live. And when I say live, I don't mean just staying alive. There's a difference between staying alive and living. I see a lot of people who are afraid to fall back in love because they got hurt. I see a lot of people who are lonely because they're shy, or they're afraid of getting rejected and being hurt by somebody. I'm here to tell you, don't be afraid. Take that risk. Because, you know, experiencing love, experiencing companionship, that's if you choose, that's what you want. But some people do enjoy being alone, being single, you know, they don't want anybody in their life. But if you ever think that maybe you don't deserve love, or you don't deserve companionship or friendship or all that, I hate to tell you, but you do, if that's what you really want in your life. And it may take, you know, being rejected. It's okay, because being rejected when you seek love, or when you seek friendship and companionship, you're not any worse off than you were before, because you still don't have what you wanted. But if you don't try to change your life to make it the life that you want, then the life that you're living right now is the life that you chose. And me, I am trying to better my life. I'm trying to get back on my feet. I'm trying to reestablish myself and get into a regular, you know, type job and stick some bricks. A lot of stuff are coming up that may be age related. Like, for example, the job that I just applied for. I thought I had the job. All signs said I had the job, except on the last interview, because I went to the last stage. They had me and one other guy, and when I saw the other guy after I'd left, because my interview went well, and I was like, I got this, unless something weird happens. But on my way out, I saw the other guy, and it was a kid. It was a young guy, probably in his 20s. And they ended up going with him. And they said, the official reason, because I followed up 2 days later to say, what happened, you know, did you make a decision yet? Well, the hiring manager, the co-owner there, said it was between me and the other guy, and they decided to go with the other guy because he had more recent web experience. Well, I've had pretty recent web experience working on the stuffan.com, you know, the latest click and all this other stuff. But I guess I wasn't clear in letting him know that I was actually pretty current on web stuff. I had let him know I wasn't that familiar with WordPress, which is like a word processor for websites. I guess I'm going to have to download that and play with it so that I can tell people I am familiar with it. I'm actually beyond webmaster, you know, experience. I'm actually a developer, and I'm in process of learning to be a web developer. That's like higher, way higher level. But that may be also the reason why they ended up hiring the other guy. They said it was because he had more recent experience. I suspect it's because he was younger, and, you know, I'm older and falling apart. And the second thing is, he may have been willing to work for a lot cheaper, even though I was actually quoting on the very low end, you know. So that's what I suspect happened. Now, he did ask me if I might be open to doing some freelance programming projects for them, and I said sure, you know, but I haven't heard back. So we'll see what happens. They may end up contacting me if things don't work with that kid, and we'll move on from there. But, you know, they ended up going with somebody else, which shocked me because I really thought I had the job. The interviews went well. I had all sorts of signs that said I should be, you know, everything was going as it should be. But now I'm like, okay, I guess maybe I wasn't supposed to get the jobs. So we just pick up and move on, you know. I'm looking for more work again, putting in applications. I'm going to download WordPress and spend some time, you know, each week. I'm going to rebuild my photography website. I am getting some hits on the photography, but it's the wrong kind of hits, you know. It tends to be a lot of guys looking at my pictures and thinking I'm a girl. So they want me to shoot them, and I'm like, that's boudoir you want to do, not boudoir. And it's a specialty, you know. I'm not much of a boudoir photographer. I think it takes a special eye for that. And you know, if I did it, you'd end up like a picture with a George on Seinfeld, you know, with a sofa and him in his underwear or something like that. So have faith that everything that is going on in my life, as well as yours, is exactly as it should be. But that if you are wanting a different life, if you're wanting happiness and you're not happy right now, seek it. Because seek and ye shall find, right? And make it so. You know, if you want to be a good person, practice being a good person. If you want to be kind, practice being kind. How do you practice? Go be kind. Help the homeless. Volunteer. Be constructive and not destructive in how you approach and speak to people. If you're, you know, homebound or whatever and you post on YouTube, try to stay on the positive side. You know, don't jump in when somebody hates and join the hate, because then you're filling your heart in your own life with that. And that's the kind of life you're living right now. And if you die tomorrow, that's the life you lived. So take advantage of this gift that you have called life, because just like me, you're still alive. And as long as you're alive, you have the opportunity to make your life exactly how you want it to be. So maybe you're not a rich millionaire like you want to be, but you can pursue it, right? But maybe that being a rich millionaire shouldn't be the goal. Maybe living a happy life should be, because there are a lot of awfully rich people who are very sad all the way to the time they die. Even Steve Jobs, I think, was like that. If you look at his biography and his life, how it ended. So be the person you want to be, live the life you want to be, and love other people openly and freely. Love is unlimited. You have that capacity within you. So I'm gonna go ahead and end because my bacon's done. Yeah, I've been cooking bacon on my ride here, so I'm having bacon and rice. I don't know if you guys want to see the food here, but maybe I'll do an episode and show, you know, I'll just do a little bit of talking and eating and stuff. But yeah, I cooked up some bacon and rice on the drive, so I'm not even requiring the electricity that's available at this park, even though it's available for free. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. I send my love to you, and I'm not shy about that I do love each and every one of you, and am grateful to have you as viewers on this channel, and as friends, I consider you. And thank you for your kind love, your kind thoughts, your well wishes, your prayers, and your encouragement. Until next time, stay encouraged. Know that Denoy loves you. Take care now. Bye-bye.